What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Martinez from Dynamic Duo Training.
And this is Eric Martinez.
And we got vlog number 2 right here. If you guys haven't seen our first vlog, make sure to go to our YouTube channel and check out vlog number 1 as we talk about a little bit about our background, how we came up with Dynamic Duo Training, some obstacles that came up in our life that we had to overcome. And we just talked about a couple other things about what the vlog is going to be about. So make sure to check that out. With this vlog, we're going to talk about 2 things. We're going to talk about having a burning desire to do something in life and actually accomplishing it. And then Eric's going to talk about getting out of your comfort zone and never quitting at something that you love to do. Okay, so with that being said, I'll start off with talking about having a burning desire to do something. What do I mean by that? Let's take, for example, we both had a burning desire to actually take a sports nutrition certification test, and that was the CISSN, which stands for Certified International Society of Sports Nutritionists. Okay, it's a very highly accredited sports nutrition certification, and we went to Florida this past June and actually took the test, and we studied for this for 6 months. Okay, I mean, we put a lot of things aside. Like just to get ready for this, and it was very tough. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I mean, some of the prereqs for this was to actually have some sort of science background or degree or something. So we had our work cut out for us, and I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, it was intimidating too, and we were kind of scared at some point to actually take this test because we didn't know what the outcome was gonna be. We were afraid to fail at it. So but at the end of the day, we sucked it up. We had this burning desire inside of us. And we put the work in to study for it every single day, and just went out there to Florida and took that risk and took the test and ended up passing it. So I mean, that's just a perfect example right there of having like a burning desire to accomplish something. Like it could have been so easy for us to sit there and quit, and say like, what, and make an excuse, just like, what, we don't have a science degree, screw it, why even try this? Okay, like we're kidding ourselves here. But we didn't, like we knew that we were pretty knowledgeable enough to take this test, and we're very confident in it too. So we just went out there and did it. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you guys have a burning desire to do something in life, maybe you want to go out and you want to start school because you never went to school. Maybe you want to go to grad school. Maybe you want to, go get your MBA. Maybe you want to start a business, whatever it is, right? You have a burning desire inside of you that's telling you like you have to do this, okay? And basically what I'm trying to tell you is just like, don't sit there and make an excuse for it. If you have that burning desire and it's a dream, it's a goal that you want to accomplish, I mean, you better get out there and you better do it, because if you don't do it, you're really going to have to like, sit with that the rest of your life, and it's going to sink in, sooner or later, just depending, and you're really going to regret it. So, I'm just saying, if you guys have some sort of burning desire, don't ever let anybody sit there and tell you guys you can't do it, or you're not qualified for it, or like just don't listen to any of that bullshit, really. It's just like, if you have a burning desire and you're confident enough to do it, then get out there and do it. Don't let anybody out there ever tell you that you can't sit there and do it, okay? Yeah. Because that person right there just wants you to fail already, all right? And you don't even want to be surrounded by negative people like that anyways.
Exactly. Yeah, there's always going to be negative people out there, so it's just kind of like, you just got to brush them to the side, and just forget about it. But I just want to kind of elaborate off of what Chris said earlier about, sacrificing and going to Florida to take a nutrition test. Like he said earlier, we could have just, threw in the towel and said, screw it, we're not going to put in the time and do this. But also, I mean, it's summertime. It's like, in our eyes, that kind of like means it's vacation time. So, we could have done so many other things, besides, putting in the time and effort and actually, paying for a flight all the way to Florida, I mean, we could have gone on a vacation, gone out and just like, partied, had a good time, But I mean, sometimes, you have to take those sacrifices, and just, live with the outcome. So, yeah, we did that, and I mean, I think, it'll pay off later on in the long run. So, I mean, we're just very, we're very humble to go there, and it was a great experience, and, we're glad we did it.
Yeah, and just to say off of that too, I mean, besides that, we went to the ISSN conference for the first time, and like, I mean, it was awesome. You met like so many people out there that are like-minded and hungry to to reach their goals and be successful. So I mean, like I said, you know, it was a humbling experience, like almost like a life-changing experience. It really opened our eyes up. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm trying to talk to you guys about, like a burning desire. Okay, you know, if you have something inside of you, get out there and do it. Don't waste any time. Don't wait, you know, a month, a year, next week. You know, you start that today. Okay. And Eric's gonna go off and talk about.
So I'm gonna talk about you know, getting outside of your comfort zone. And geez, you guys have had. I mean, this has to be heard all the time. I mean, you know, constantly get out of your comfort zone, try something new, do something different. It's constantly going around. So I mean, before I even get into that, I just want you to just kind of remember these words. And I think that's a very powerful statement. So it goes, live a life worth telling a story about.
Yeah.
Just think about that, okay? I mean, that's powerful to me. You know, I mean, why wouldn't you want to live a life that it's worth telling a story about, okay? That you did something in your life that was meaningful, okay? So that kind of ties in with getting out of your comfort zone. I mean, there's a lot of things that Chris and I hate to do. You know, I mean, there's a lot of things that we didn't want to try just because we were scared, and we just, you know, we had that same fear of, oh gosh, it's out of our comfort zone, we can't do it. But you know what? I mean, you have to just suck it up and try it. You know, I mean, you'll never know if you're good at something or you can accomplish something if you don't try it, okay? So, I mean, I see so many people these days, you know, I mean, it's so easy to get comfortable, you know, in your lifestyle. You know, the 8 to 5 job, you know, the gym, family time. I mean, I'm not putting any of that down, but I'm saying it's so easy just to fall into a comfort zone. And, you know, it's like, you know, we only get one life to live. So it's like, why not, you know, why not make it worth it and try something new, you know? And, you know, if it's something you want to try and you hear people always saying bad things about it or saying, oh, you won't like it, you can't do it, you know, don't even, you know, just forget about those kind of people, you know? Why do you want those kind of people in your life, you know? It's like, try something new for yourself, okay? And live with the outcome. So, I mean, do you have anything else to say about that?
No, just we're going to talk about comfort zone and then what else? Not quitting. So,
Yeah.
yeah, he pretty much summed it up, you know, with getting out of your comfort zone and like what he said, you know, live a life worth telling a story about. Basically, that, you know, means that everybody out here, and including you guys, all have a story to tell.
Exactly.
You know, we've all been through adversity. We've all had something happen to us, you know, whether it's good or bad. So it's, you know, live a life worth telling a story about, right? But yeah, leading into never quitting though, you know, something that, you know, me and my brother have just like, you know, this is something that's been thrown at us, you know, like, you know, test of quitting like so many times, you know, like since we were like, you know, 17, since we lost our dad. I mean, so that's pretty much where it started off, you know, and not quitting. Okay, so for an example, right now, I've been dealing with a knee injury for the past 7 months. You know, it's called chronomalacia of the patella, right? And it's basically my cartilage of my knee has been broken down so much from all of the, you know, the heavy lifting, and you know, I haven't been able to squat or do anything, you know, like that I love to do in the gym for legs, you know, for the past 7 or 8 months. And, you know, it's been so frustrating, like unbelievably frustrating. Like there's points like, you know, where I've like broken down because like, it's just so frustrating, you know, and this is what I love to do. It's my passion. You know, this is what, you know, gets me going every single day. So it keeps me alive, and I can't do it. Right. So I could have sat there and said, you know, oh man, you know, like I have this knee thing, right? So screw it. I'm going to give up on legs, you know, and just wait till this heals. But no, you know, I've done other things, you know, like to work around my, you know, my knee injury. I've been able to do like hamstrings, build that up, you know, like, you know, improve my deadlift, you know, bring up my calves and stuff like that, you know. And right now, you know, I have tendonitis right here in my elbow. I haven't been able to do upper body for about 5 or 6 weeks, you know. I mean, how frustrating is that, man? Like, it's just one thing after another, you know. I can sit there and bitch about it all day, you know, and say, you know, like, F this, F that, you know, like, but, you know, I don't choose to do that. You know, I have to look at some sort of positive coming out of it. You know what I mean? And it's just like I will like come back from these injuries, and I'll come back, you know, twice as hard. Like I said, I'll come back with a vengeance, like big time, no joke. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like if you guys have something, you know, holding you guys back, or, you know, like some sort of, you know, obstacle in your guys' way of what you're trying to accomplish, you know, you better find a way around it, you know, because somebody else is going to come by and figure out a way, okay? So don't sit there and put your head down for it, you know. You know, just sit there, put your shoulders down, and knock that shit over. Go through that road, you know, that roadblock. I don't know if Eric wants to add anything to that.
I mean, pretty much, you know, I'll say another statement. I mean, quitters never win, and winners never quit, okay? Pretty much just, that sums it up, okay? I mean, you know, if you really have a burning desire to do something in life, just go out and do it. Don't worry about what people are thinking about you, or don't worry too much about what the outcome is, okay? Just put yourself out there and just do it, okay? And like I said earlier about the other quote that I said, you know, live a life worth telling a story about. Just really think about that, okay? And let that soak in and just, you know, take it from there. I mean, I'm sure your heart will tell you which direction to go, and, you know, that's all we can control from now. So,
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Out of time, and thank you guys for tuning in. Check out our other vlog, and like we said, we'll be having some more vlogs on this. Okay, so thanks a lot. Check out Twitter, Facebook. We're on Instagram now, so check all that out, and we'll talk to you guys later. All right, peace.